Alright, guys, welcome back to another episode of Getting Knowing with Daniel Owen. Now, as you know, in our last video, we talked about basically what the honors college is, why you want to join it, and how much fun it is to actually be a part of. Now, today, once you're actually a part of it, and once you're in college and everything, you realize, oh man, this is difficult. I wish I would have prepared for something like that, or I wish I knew what to do. Thankfully, though, especially if you're not in college yet, and it's really, just about summer before, I know this is about graduation season right now, that this is a video for you. Because today, I'm going to tell you what to do the summer before, or what to do in the first week of classes. Work, why you need it. How to manage your time, how to manage your social life. How to maintain grades, and how to set up your future, along with the natural conclusion there at the end. Basically, a little bit of background. What I was doing in the summer before, what I needed to do in the summer before necessarily. Like, I was just trying to survive my hometown. Like, it was a messed up situation and everything like that. You know how stuff is. But as a result, I was really only focusing on surviving instead of what I should have been doing, which is, in a word, research. The thing is, you know how you kind of nonsensed your way through high school a lot of times? Like you could kind of fake your way through it. You didn't have to research too much. You could just fake an essay, man. Go off what you got in the old noggin. Can't do that in college. What you need to do is research and cite your sources. Which fact of the matter is, it's about summer in a week out from here, though, for me. And as a result, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm not, going to punk show and enjoying myself, things like that. Really just, de-stressing in the hopes I don't get burned out. Because college is a grind and it can and will wear you down a lot of times, but you got to be careful for that. You know what I'm going to be doing? Research. Bam. I am literally having a book right here called Talking About Text. I've got a book on philosophy by Nietzsche, one of the most important philosophers of the past couple hundred years or so. Basically, the dude that said God is dead and asked, now what? Really? I'm only reading this stuff so I'm actually prepared. But in reality, not only do I have to read that type of stuff for the real long term, I also got to do research for my statistics course, for my 2 English courses, which will include a lot of research on definitely, Jewish and black philosophers, because I got a class in that, Jewish and black authors, as well as, some research on history, things like that. Because right now, I'm thinking of crafting an entire theory on how the universe is a product of the Black Death. The modern age is just post-Black Death in many aspects. That's just what I'm doing. That said, again, you should be doing research, because that'll make your time in college a lot easier. Now, once you actually get to the first week of class and everything, what I think you need to do is figure things out. I wouldn't recommend working during that first week, because, you know what, you're going to be meeting people, you're going to be adjusting to your new surroundings and everything like that. It's going to be an interesting time that you will never truly forget. It'll be one of the most important weeks of your life. I truly believe that, no matter how things go, because my week, I don't hang around with those people anymore. What I did meet is people in the honors and everything like that. And for the fact that I've known those people for the past 2 years. In fact, fun fact, I now have the Honors College logo on my right leg. Right there, fam. Legitimately, that's the level of loyalty I have. Just meeting those people in the first week and everything oh my god, dude. You need a support structure so, you're constantly, you're not burning out or something like that. And what you should be doing early in the first week of class and everything is, focusing on that, getting the structure, getting the support system built up, and, getting an idea of, all right, these are the classes I'm taking, these are the things I'm researching, this is where I'm staying, this is what my work schedule is going to be. It's going to be, that type of stuff. Because speaking of work, you need work in college. It's not the old days anymore where, we're all doing good financially or things like that. Nah, we broke. Let's be real. technically I'm paid to go to college because that's the way my scholarships work out. Like, yeah, I come from the lowest, shall I say, economic conditions, but who cares, man? I changed my major, so I got to pay for my entire final 2 semesters. Like, that's just a fact matter of it. So, yeah, I need that money. In fact, even if I didn't change my major and everything, I would still be saving up for after college. Because, oh boy, life is expensive. Life is expensive, and you need money. You also need practical experience. Now, obviously, job, right? Look, my field, I'm honestly not worried about that. Like, straight up. Because, dude, I clean tables for like $12, $13 an hour. That's a low stress job that allows me to meet the minimum monthly expenses as well as my minimum monthly savings. As basically just save money in college and everything like that. That's super important. But that said, like, because going teaching, I basically have a guaranteed future. That said, part of that, as part of working 20 hours a week, is you need to manage your time as well, because college is, first of all, in terms of class load, it is just harder than high school. That's just flat out why you have to research and everything. And also, look, it's legitimately difficult, man. What I recommend in order to manage your time and everything is, again, get, as I said before, a structure and everything. Get your support structure. Get your social life. Get your everything like that set up. And get some time set up where from here to here, from this point in the night to this point in the morning, given the way that things work in terms of sleep, because I don't get sleep. You will be studying. You will be working on classes. Yeah, things have to be kind of structured. You have to be really difficult about managing your time. And for me, what I've noticed is that, honestly, the more burnt out I am, the less good I am at time management. Because I'm constantly focusing on, not wanting to burn out. So for me, what I recommend doing is, again, having that social life is just part of your managing your time and everything. And, how you manage your social life, it's pretty simple. Just like you do in real life. You have time set up to hang out, you have your close friends and everything. If something goes wrong, you should always have a couple, you have a good support structure. Social safety net, as I call it. That's why I like people in the artisan so much. Because, they, as many people that I've attached to and everything like that, they've been basically the social safety net, and that's been very important for me, especially in terms of not being burnt out and actually being managed to being able to have a social life and everything like that. Because having a social life is actually fairly important, for a very extroverted individual like me, and maintaining my grades. Because, dude, I gotta focus on my mental. A lot of people, they just straight up, they get distracted by the other thing in life. Obviously, it comes with college. Grades are things that you need to do and you need to focus on, but there are other things that come up, and you really have to maintain those and everything, but also put 100% of your focus towards your grades. Because in order to maintain your grades, let's be real, you have to study a lot, you gotta research a lot, you gotta put your nose to the grindstone and say, I will get an A in this class, even if you only end up getting a B. And you have to fight your way to get a B. Because, dude, there's no stereotype of the college student who has all the free time or whatever. The college student who parties and everything, that dude's going to drop out, the first semester. At most, he'll last 4 semesters, 2 years. And he ain't going to finish. He's going to be a bunch of grand in debt. That is very short-term thinking right there. Do not do that. Maintain your grades. Put your nose to the grindstone. And just focus on building your future. In order to build up your future, like I talk about this with people regularly, actually, because it's what I'm very focused on. First of all, you gotta work so you have finances, so you have good finances. You gotta figure out how you're paying for college, because not everybody is as fortunate as the situation as I am, to the point where they're paid to go to college. Even then, for me, dude, teaching don't pay much. I realize that. So I'm still very much as soon as I graduate, I'm just going to make the down payment on an RV and figure out a place to park it. Like, that's my plan. And legitimately, part of just setting up your future is going into a fairly profitable field, in demand field where you know you're going to get a job, and at least not hate what you're doing, if not like what you're doing. Like, that's why you go to college. It's all about setting up that future, making sure you have good financial stability, good financial comfort, to the point where you're never going to have to work 2 jobs for a living. You're never going to be homeless. And you can know for a fact that at the end of the day, you'll be okay. That's why we're in college. It's a constant grind to do that. Fam, look, I don't like doing it as much as anybody else, but like, dude, you got it. And in conclusion, as I said before, dude, focus on, if there's anything to take away from this, research, put your nose to the grindstone, maintain your social life, have good support structure, keep your eye on the prize, eye on the future, and also don't try and grind yourself too hard to the point where you just straight up burn out. It's a legitimate balance right now. Like, I'm kind of burnt out, which is why I'm glad I'm getting this done today. And why, like, dude, next week I'm going to a festival. Over the summer, I'm thinking I'm going to like 3 separate festivals and about a show every week, because that's what I enjoy doing. It's very stressing, and I work a fairly stress-free job. You guys got this. I believe in you. You got this coming. College. It's a grind, but you can do it.